everyone. My name is Brian Dipert. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Edge AI and Vision Alliance, which is a worldwide industry partnership that brings together technology providers and end product companies to accelerate the adoption of Edge AI and Vision. I'm here today with Felix Baum, Senior Director of Product Management at Qualcomm, to talk about the company's upcoming deep dive session and other planned activities at the 2023 Embedded Vision Summit at the Santa Clara, California Convention Center. Hey, Felix.
How are you doing, Brian?
So, Felix, you had a highly rated and otherwise apparently very successful deep dive session at last year's Embedded Vision Summit. What topics are you going to be covering at this year's deep dive session?
We see every day developers struggle to get workloads developed on workstations and then move them and run them on edge devices. The issue is not unique to the mobile devices or compute format or IoT or even XR, but rather indicates that most of the AI developers start developing their algorithms in a cloud or workstation, and then they have to go and do extra steps to migrate them to on devices as an afterthought. Qualcomm is helping these developers on multiple fronts with the Qualcomm AI stack by supporting frameworks and data types that customers are most familiar with. And at the same time, we are building a set of tools to assist sophisticated developers who are taking an extra step or two to extract the best performance and power. Now, in this session, we will cover AI model we call super resolution. It is very innovative and useful because we see many use cases that rely on this particular model. For example, in the context of the streaming use case, we have a scenario where you might want to download a Netflix video or YouTube video or anything else from the internet and play it on your device. Instead of wasting the bandwidth, sending an image at the highest resolution possible, we can send that image to you in a smallest resolution that we could, and then your device will run a super resolution model and upscale it to the best resolution available by display that's actually bolted to your phone. Now, that will save you and your application bandwidth, obviously, and power. Now, exact the same model could be reused for the gaming scenario, where a game engine may be running a game on a GPU, would be struggling to run the game itself and generate a high resolution frames for your game experience. So that image, that frame that that GPU can generate could be offloaded to the AI accelerator to run the super resolution model and stream that high-res frame to the display to give the end user the best gaming experience possible. Again, we see a lot of applications of the super resolution models, and this is why in this session we're actually going to use that particular model and have a hands-on session on how you would take that model and get it to run on your device as part of your application.
Why do you feel these particular topics are important to session attendees and more generally to the industry?
I believe at Qualcomm, we have revolutionized the AI technology for constrained mobile environments where power, heat, space, and efficiencies are critical. We're growing AI performance by 2-3 times per year while reducing the power usage of these AI models. That means longer battery life for consumers, huge cost savings for businesses, and better environment for everybody. Now, we pair the sufficient hardware with a cutting-edge software and algorithmic advancement to help our partners and customers to optimize their AI models for their own device performance. And when AI can go anywhere, well, anything is possible, from intelligent voice and camera features on your mobile device to autonomous vehicles and smart factories of tomorrow. Now, while we can deliver this best performance in a hardware and software, I think the missing step is ability of the users, ability of developers to actually take advantage of this hardware and software improvements. And this is what my session will concentrate on, leading customers step by step through what would it take for them to take their model from some GitHub repository, go through all the steps necessary to get them to run it on device.
So, what interesting innovations will you be sharing with session attendees this year?
In addition to providing customers with all of the materials and documentation necessary for them to actually do their work, we will also share some tips and tricks on quantization, define how accuracy of the models affect performance and power, and outline some of the additional tools that developers could utilize to successfully launch new use cases on Android smartphones.
And what will the format of the deep dive session be this year? Will it be straight presentations? Will there be demonstrations? Will there be hands on workshops that allow the audience to participate? Combinations of these?
In my session, we will have a live walkthrough through all of the steps of building a sample Android application for AI-based image super resolution algorithm using Qualcomm AI stack. Now, this sample app is designed to show how application is built with a runtime and designed to utilize the underlying hardware in the best possible way. Now, I expect that the audience might be able to follow along the live demo steps on their own computers during the session, and we will provide the materials and links that would help them to actually go and repeat these steps after the event to accomplish the goals of the session.
And beyond the deep dive session, what other activities will your company be involved in at this year's Embedded Vision Summit?
Thanks, Brian, for giving me an opportunity to highlight a few additional general sessions. And we are going to have a number of cool demos for event attendees. One of the sessions, for example, will be related to development of the next generation camera app using Snapdragon computer vision technologies, which is an exciting topic given all of the experiences we spoke about before, and based on the fact that if you truly look at the mobile phone, a lot of the use cases start with a selfie front-facing camera or a rear camera. So please come to the session that one of my coworkers will lead. Now, when it comes to the demos, we're going to have a number of exciting demos in our booth, and I would actually like to take this opportunity to highlight one of them. Now, we will have in our booth the first in a world of on-device stable diffusion apps for an Android devices. Now, interestingly enough, that particular demo and that technology just recently, I believe this week, won an Innovation of the Year award at the Mobile World Congress. So please come to our booth and come to our sessions.
Thanks again to Felix Baum, Senior Director of Product Management at Qualcomm, for sharing his insights on his company's deep dive session and other planned activities at the 2023 Embedded Vision Summit. The summit, taking place in Santa Clara, California, is the key event for system and application developers who are incorporating computer vision and perceptual AI into products. It attracts a unique audience of over 1,400 product creators, entrepreneurs, and business decision makers who are creating and using computer vision and visual AI technologies. It's a unique venue for learning, for sharing insights, and for getting the word out about interesting new technologies, techniques, applications, products, and practical breakthroughs in computer vision and visual AI. Once again, we'll be offering a packed program this year with more than 90 sessions, more than 80 exhibitors, and hundreds of demos, all covering the technical and business aspects of practical computer vision, deep learning, visual AI, and related technologies. Also returning this year are the Edge AI Deep Dive Days, a series of in-depth sessions, such as the one we've discussed today, all focused on specific topics on visual AI at the edge. For more information on the summit, including online registration, please visit www.embeddedvisionsummit.com. I look forward to seeing you there.